up the stream, it's the cash flow show. Every day I'm live and I let you know there's a better way to get that cash, not chasing clicks that disappear so fast. You gave your time to the algorithm, but the rules keep changing. You can't win them. You need a lane that you own for real, so your knowledge turns into a deal. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the red tin reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40 creators, it's never too late. YouTube views, they rise then fall. Ads and brands, they can ghost your call. But when you own the room where you teach, your best buyers are within your reach. No hype talk, just a simple plan. Step by step, yeah, we walk it hand in hand. Our public feeds where you're just a guest, to your own platform where you're truly blessed. On the cash flow page, yeah, we're breaking free from the red tin reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40 experts, it's never too late. No more waiting on a viral break. No more hoping that the sponsors pay. You got knowledge they can't replace. Time to move into your own safe place. Techniques simple, I clear the noise. Show you tools that fit real lives and joys. You bring the fire, I bring the frame. We build a home around your name. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the red tin reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40 creators, it's never too late. The cash flow path, come and take your turn on your income from the way you learn. Day by day on the live stream screen, we cash in on the value you've always been. Boot up the stream, it's the cash flow show. Every day I'm live and I let you know there's a better way to get that cash, not chasing clicks that disappear so fast. You gave your time to the algorithm, but the rules keep changing. You can't win them. You need a lane that you own for real, so your knowledge turns into a deal. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the red tin reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay.
All right, welcome to the Cash Flow Path on a Wednesday. How are you? So, this is for people that are 40 and over, and you are creators, but more importantly, you're some sort of a subject matter expert, because everybody has something that they can teach other people. And all you have to do is be able to help people get from point A to point B. And what you're going to do is you're going to save them time, money, and stress or headaches. That's all you have to be able to do. And then once you can do that, you can get into problem solving mode, right? Which is, where are we going here? We're going to go this all the way up top. You get into that problem solving mode. By the way, if you want to ask questions here, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and put them like this in the comments. And I don't know why that didn't go all the way up. Hang on a second. So is that it? Thank you, Howard. Appreciate that. So yeah, so this is about asking questions and let me tell you how I came across this whole thing. So it was about 3 years ago, and I was on TikTok, and I've not become a big fan of TikTok since. So you won't see me doing stuff on TikTok anymore for that reason. But I was on TikTok, and there was this guy who was telling me, he was saying, um, everybody has got something that they can teach other people, right? And so what we were talking about on that live, and that got me to where I am today, and that is, where is it here? Doggone it. Where did it go? So, what can you teach other people? Right? What can you teach other people? And where were we here? Doggone it. Sorry about that, guys. I am trying to get myself organized here. There's that. So, what can you teach other people? And this is how we're going to do this. We're just going to make another one. So, what can you teach other people, right? And the idea is you can teach anything that you've read 5 books on. You can teach something that you've done for 50 to 100 hours, and you can teach something that you've gotten real results from whatever it is that you're trying to teach people. And as long as you have those two things going for you, then you can teach, right? You don't have to be some sort of expert. All you need to do is be somebody who can help people solve a problem. And where is my problem solving? This is the thing that got me to where I am today, is understanding this diagram. Right? Understanding this diagram. And I don't want to put it, yeah, you know what, I will. I'll make it full screen because it's that important. This diagram helped me build a business off my knowledge. And if you're on vertical, unfortunately, you're not getting this slide, and I apologize. But come on over to vertical, or come on over to horizontal. But you just have to be able to help somebody go from point A to point B. And usually point A to point B has 6 steps. Identify the problem, understand that root cause, apply what you know, take action, create value for them, help them achieve results. That's all you have to do, right? And your knowledge is those things that I talked about, right? There's even something that I call the knowledge buckets. And where is that? Where's my knowledge buckets? There we go. So these are the knowledge buckets, right? And these buckets of knowledge, everyone has. That's the best part about this, is everybody has something in one of these that you could teach. We've all been in some sort of career. We've all overcome some sort of problem in our life, and we all have some sort of passion that we pursue, right? You could call it profession, problem, passion, the 3 Ps. And we've all been there, right? If you're 40 or over, you've lived life, so you understand. Now, what you don't understand, or what you don't realize, is that your knowledge about any given subject has massive value to somebody who wants that knowledge. Think about it. If you could solve a problem for that person, then you have value to them, right? But what you have to do is you have to get good at expressing exactly what that problem is that you help them with. You can't use this flowery language like I empower, or I increase confidence, or any. It has to be things that are measurable, right? So you have to really speak to people at like a 7th grade level, because most people are trying to speak at like a college age level and people don't understand what they're talking about. They're using words they don't understand. They're using vague terms because they don't have any way to measure success for people. And they're just they're speaking above their audience, and then their audience doesn't understand anything about them. Their audience doesn't understand who it's for. They don't understand why they should care, right? They don't have any of that data. They don't have any of that background. Like, for example, I like to tell people this is exactly who my stuff is for. My stuff is for people who are posting, you're 40 plus, you're posting consistently, but your income's still flat. Your content's solid, but you don't have any growth or reach yet. And you really know the subject that you're making content about, but you don't know how to sell it. Because what most people are, the number one thing that people are afraid of is selling. They think that there's something evil about selling when all selling is just helping people solve problems. Because like I had in that previous screen, problem solving equals value, value equals money, and that's what people pay for. People pay to solve problems. They don't pay for products, they don't pay for services, they don't pay for courses, and they don't want that stuff anyway, right? In 2026, nobody wants a course. 97% of people don't finish courses. So why would you want a course? And why would you want to sell a course? What you want to do is you want to create recurring income. That's why this platform is so valuable. And if you don't know what it is, it's called Skool, Skool. You can see at the bottom left here, Skool. And this is my school. And what my school does is teach you how to get viewers paying you, not watching your YouTube videos. Because if you are trying to monetize on this platform and you are not a very large creator, guess what? You're out of luck, because there are new guidelines going into effect on February 1st that are going to make it extremely difficult for you to get paid by YouTube for your content. But there are ways that you can monetize outside of YouTube, and that's by creating an offer that people will pay you monthly for, and you can do that through something called a community. And what I suggest is that you start off with a paid community, because all you need is some proof that you know what you're good at, right? You just need some proof. So you put a couple of things of proof of people you've helped or how you've helped yourself. You explain to them in a little video here what's inside of your community, and you give them kind of a sneak peek of what's in there. And that's all you have to do, right? And then you can even give them a free trial, because a free trial takes away their hesitance, I guess, or their reluctance to pay you. So that's all you have to do. And the best part about this thing with Skool is you can start a Skool community for $9 a month, and you get 14 days free to try it out for yourself. So what you don't have to do is you don't have to have a website. You don't have to have a landing page. You don't have to have an email sequence. You don't have to have these fancy lead magnets. Literally, all you need to do is give away all your best stuff on YouTube for free. And then say, hey, if you want more, come on into my Skool community. There's a 7-day free trial. And when you do that, you can do things like my friend Evan did. Check out my friend Evan here. And I like using Evan as an example because he's got even less followers than I do, and he makes more than I do. So I like using people like that. Let's show you Evan. So here's Evan, right? Evan has, it's called Monetize GTA 6. Learn how to monetize GTA 6 is officially the name of his But look, he is not making money by making YouTube videos or Twitch videos. He's not doing any of that. He's only got 632 subscribers. He's only got 28 videos. Most of his videos don't get more than 1,000 views. He had one, what they call outlier video, which is had 28,000 views. But guess what? That video is the same one that you'll find on his school page. This is the same video. That's why it's got 28,000 views. Just like on my page, one of my biggest viewed videos is the one that takes people to my school, which is right here. And I don't get anywhere near the type of views that he does. But this is what we're talking about. You can monetize by getting people off of the platform. You can monetize by proving your experience and your knowledge and then just having people leave YouTube. What if you got somebody to YouTube, but you provided so much value for them that they're like, I want to learn more from this person, but I don't want to sit here and just consume all these videos at YouTube University. I want to actually interact with this person. I want to speak with them live on calls, or I want to watch them teach specifically step by step. I want to be able to, it really is. That's a very good observation. It's too saturated now to make money on the platform itself. Now, it's very simple to show your expertise and then get people off the platform. It's very simple to do that now, because all you need to do is you make the same type of videos that you were, right? Educational, giving it all away for free. And then you just have a link in your bio, just like I do. You just have a link in your bio, and it takes people to a school group off the platform. And this isn't $100 or a $200 a month website. This is a $9 a month community that you can set up in 5 minutes. And you can optimize in 7 days. That's what I teach you how to do inside of my community, is how to do that. But look, let's be real here, right? I'm going to use my vidIQ stats. So I've gained 422 subscribers in the last, that's 422 views in the last 7 days. I've gained 23% more subscribers in the last 30 days. And that still ranks me at 12 million, right? But even with all of that, even with an average video length of 35 minutes and 13 uploads per week, if I was monetized, which I am not, by the way, I am not monetized by YouTube, and that's never my goal, is to get monetized by YouTube, because I realize what a giant waste of time that is. Views, followers, watch time, these are all useless metrics. They don't mean anything. All you need to do is be able to be valuable enough to somebody that you can get them off of YouTube to a place you own. And that's what a school group is. A school group is a place that you own, because inside of a school group, what you have the ability to do is you have the ability to introduce people to a community. And all a community is a place where you can gather people that have the same likes and dislikes, they have common interests, and they have common goals. That's really all a community is. A community is like-minded people who get together. And the best part about a community is the fact that you get to participate with those people going through that experience together. You get to create relationships with those people. And there's something very powerful about people that are going through an experience or trying to learn the same thing at the same time, hanging out together. Because a friend of mine, Lion Flood, who's got a really cool community on School talking about going live, he says it is lonely at the top, but it is lonely at the laptop too. And most people are sitting here trying to make content and trying to make money from content, but they're going about it all wrong. All they're trying to do is they're trying to get monetized by the platform. And all you're doing then is you are giving up all control. You are allowing a platform to say your views are only worth pennies. Whereas you could have a video with only 200 views, but let's say it led to 20 people who joined your community at $20 each a month. That's $400, right? 350 views, if you were getting paid by YouTube, you wouldn't even get monetized. I think you would make, what is that, 350 views. So if it's say $3 for 1,000 views, you'd make $1, and you'd only make it one time. And here you would be making all this content for like 35 cents an hour. It's ridiculous. Or you can make one video that lives on your platform forever, could continue to bring you new members to your community at $20 a piece every single month. What makes more sense, right? Getting paid by YouTube for your views, or scrimping and trying to get a brand deal with a bunch of brands that are now trying to undercut you because they know they have the demand and supply is endless. So they don't need to pay you big bucks for brand deals anymore. They don't need to, and they're not going to. They're trying to undercut you as much as possible. And meanwhile, you've got YouTube saying, hey, I know it used to take 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to monetize. Yeah, now it takes, as effective of February 1st, now it takes 8,000 watch hours and at least 1,000 subscribers. Who's going to get 8,000 watch hours in a 365-day period? Look, I have been making content, and I don't get a ton of views, and I don't care. But I've been making content daily on this platform for the last probably 45 days. I went into like an all-out sprint just because I wanted to see what it would do. And so I've been going live almost every day since day 183 of the year. So like halfway through the year. And I made this commitment to myself. I'm going to go live and I'm going to make a recorded video every day. And by doing that, I'm spending about 3 hours per day on content, right? I'm going live for 30 to 40 minutes. And then I am making a video and I am posting that video every single day. So I'm putting 120 hours a month into creating content. That's a lot. Most people aren't going to do that. But as Alex Hormozi says, and if you don't know who he is, he's the big bearded guy who is like all about business, and he used to own gyms. He says you have to do a violent amount of work if you want massive results. And so most people are telling you to go once a week. And while that's easy to follow, if you're just doing what everybody else is doing, expect to get maybe as good, but probably worse results than they do. Alex is fond of saying volume negates luck. And the more volume you create, the better you are. But we're not creating volume so we can get paid by the platform. We're creating volume so we can get people to a school community. Because on a school community, they pay you monthly. So you have this community, right? You can set up a simple classroom. And it's so simple to create a module inside. I don't even call them courses, although that's what they call them. So you just give it a name. You give it a brief description. You've only got 500 characters anyway. You decide, do you want it to be open to everybody? Do you want it to be at a level unlocked? Do you want them to buy it now? Do you want it to be time unlocked? Or do you want them to have to reach out to you in order to get access to it? You upload a little cover image for it, and then you publish it. And that's it, right? And then once you're inside of it, it's so easy to actually build the thing. All you have to do is use your little dots here, and you can add a page or you can add a folder. And then you can either put up a video or you can put up a written post. And you can do links, you can do resource links, you can do website links, you can do anything that you want inside of there. And by the way, this platform, Skool, has 28 million users. But the best part about Skool, for me, the best part is they are now spending millions of dollars of their own money on Meta, which is Instagram and Facebook. They're spending their own money to help us get members into our communities. And the money they're spending is turning out to be way more effective than some people's organic content as well as their own advertising. Because again, Skool is spending literally millions of dollars. So let me show you somebody. Let's see here. This is pretty amazing right here. So this guy makes about $30,000 a month through his Skool community, and it's on Claude, right? He's got 200,000 subscribers / followers on all of his social media. And he said Skool's Growth Boost, that's the name of the advertising program that they're running for us. He says Skool's Growth Boost blew away his own efforts at driving traffic to his Skool group. Now he posted this 21 days ago. And back then he had 39,000 visitors to his Skool About page, which is the page I just showed you. And 28,000 of them came from Skool Network. 2,000 signups from Skool Network. $18,000 of MRR. And as far as most people on Skool are concerned, MRR is all you worry about. Because the thing about MRR is it's predictable. It's monthly. That's why I say turn content into predictable monthly income. And you do that by getting them to stop watching your YouTube videos and start paying you directly inside of a Skool community. And because Skool communities are set up to where it's month to month, there's no long-term commitment, and people can have a 7-day free trial to try it out and see if it's something they want to do. And if you can get 50% of those people who take a free trial to stay, and you just keep adding more and more people every single month, you're golden, pony boy, as they say, right? Because you're going to make money. And unlike a lot of these other, business in a box or business opportunities, 54% of people running paid Skool communities are profitable. And since most people are using the $9 one, that means they only need to make $10 to be profitable. Now, the people like me that are using the pro level Skool group, because it's got some more features that a beginner doesn't need, that means we're making at least $100 a month, because you only need one community. Within a community, you can have a freemium version, you can have a paid version, you can have tiers, you can have all sorts of things inside of there. But what you don't need is fancy websites and funnels and landing pages and all this marketing crap that everybody told you need. Now, back in 2008, you did need this stuff. You needed funnels, right? You needed ClickFunnels or whatever. You don't need that anymore. Skool has proven those to be completely obsolete, right? You don't need them. All you need is a YouTube channel and a Skool group. That's it. And I say YouTube because all social media is temporary, and all social media revolves around entertainment and distraction. It's not where people come to actually solve problems. They'll try to tell you it's a search engine. It's not. TikTok loves to call themselves a search engine. Nobody's searching for that content. They're scrolling and finding that crap, and they might watch one video. That's it. And then if you want to really boost things up, doing what I'm doing right now, which is going live. As a matter of fact, Alex Hormozi is on a 30-day live kick. He's right now on a vacation with his wife, and yet he's still going live every single day because he wants to test going live for 30 days and how that impacts his business. So he's doing it. The average person would not go live during their vacation, but the average person doesn't have Alex Hormozi's audience. They don't have the size of his business, and they don't have his success. So he's decided to go. And the reason you go live as opposed to just making videos is because you want people to see that you're a real human being. Anybody could fake anything on AI. You cannot fake a live on AI. And with everything becoming AI, we in the 40 plus community, we are poised to completely combat AI because we have real life experience that AI can't copy. AI doesn't know my successes and my failures. AI doesn't know my background. AI can't tell people stories about my experiences. It can fake them, but it can't tell them. Right? Just like you have your own. You don't need AI for that. You know what I use AI for? I use AI for images. I use AI for just visuals because I suck at graphic design. So that's what I use AI for. Everything else, it comes from my brain because it has to sound like you. It has to be you. And people have to believe it's real. There is so much AI out there right now. And I can tell 99% of the time that it's AI. I can tell by the graphics they use. I can tell by the speech they use. I can tell by the copy they write. It's all AI. And at a certain point, people are going to reject how fake everything has gotten, and they're going to want real. Well, actually, I think they're already there, and they do want that. Would you rather learn like this or learn from a video that you're not even sure if I'm real? Right? I use the same background in my lives as I do in my videos. And then I use these same transitions in between the two because I show a lot of screen share, right? But you know it's me. You know it's real. And don't underestimate the power of real. Because again, all you need to do is find something that you're good at, find something you love, and find something you would love to spend every single day helping other people with and teaching other people. Let me show you another example of a woman who got really creative with a school community. Where was she here? This lady right here. So her name is Lizzie Townsend. And Lizzie has something called the Fantasy Makers Guild. So she's taken her love for crochet and she's combined it with her love of fantasy fiction. And so she has a community. Now, look, there are tons of people out there teaching crochet, but there's not tons of people out there teaching how to crochet fantasy fiction characters. And you would say to yourself, my God, how can you make a living doing that? Or how can you make any money doing that? Well, she has 263 members paying her $15 a month. So it works. And what's really interesting about school is that the smaller the niche, the better it seems to work. Like, let me give you an example. There is only one community out of probably over 200,000 communities on school. There's only one for wheelchair bodybuilding. And yet this guy has 61 members paying him $99 a month. See, this is what I'm talking about, getting super niche about what you're talking about. He only works with people that are stuck in wheelchairs. And the reason he does is because guess what? He's stuck in a wheelchair too, and this is his before and after story. Right? There is nothing more powerful than having your own before and after story. But what's even better than having your own story is having other people's stories that you can relate to as well. Right? Other people's stories that prove I'm not only good at this for myself, I'm good at helping other people do this as well. So if you want to check out our community, it's called the Cash Flow Path, and it is based off all these principles that we've been talking about here today, which is your knowledge has value, and all you need to do is share it with people and then send them to a school community. And this is my school community. It's called the Cash Flow Path. And there's 87 members currently, and it is $7 a month after a free trial. So this is what it looks like to you whenever you come in. Then you click the Start Here button. Now, let me take you back a step first before we do this. If you don't have an account on Skool, it's like getting a Google account, right? Just like setting up a Gmail. All you need to do is put in your name, email, and a password. Then they're going to send you a verification email saying, are you sure you wanted to sign up for Skool? You say yes. Now, to join a Skool community, it only costs whatever it costs to be in that community, whether it's free or paid. But to start your own community, you have a couple of options. You can start at free for 14 days, and then it's only $9 a month. Or if you want some more flexibility on features, you can do it at $99 a month, where you get to have like customized URLs and stuff. But look, in the beginning, you don't need any of that. You just need a $9 Skool community. You can always upgrade later, right? You can always upgrade later. And then what you do is when you come in, and this is my community, because I have a $7 standard. So within 7 days, what I promise you is that what you see on my page, if you follow everything that I show you how to do, you'll have something like this for yourself, but it'll be customized for you. And that's all within the first 7 days, right? That's all within the first 7 days. But if you use my link, I'm going to get on a 45-minute call with you, and see, it'll say Chuck Ellis invited you. If you get on my link and see, here's the two different communities, Hobby and Pro. Hobby is $9 a month. Pro is $99 a month. Now, what's interesting is when I got started, see, because I've been on this platform. I knew about this platform long before a lot of people did, and long before Hormozi was even part owner on this. I've been here for 3 years. I was here when we were told the only way that you can monetize is to have a free community and then bring people from your free community to your paid community. Well, guess what? That proved to be extremely difficult. And if I were starting over today, I would just tell people, just do a free trial and then go right into paid. Because you don't want the tire kickers that come with free. I've got somebody in my own community who started his community. He has 2,800 members. And I think he has one person paying him. Why? Because they're tire kickers. They're not serious. They don't want the results of the group. They just want whatever's for free. They don't want results. They want free. And you get what you pay for, right? You get what you pay for with those people. So what I would tell you today, just start your community on the $9 plan, right? And it's so simple to do that. All you do is you click on here, start for free, 14-day free trial. After that, it's only $9 a month. You give it a name, you start, and then you have 14 days to check this thing out and decide if it's for you. And then at the end of 14 days, you're like, nah, I don't think I want to do this. Great, you cancel and you don't get charged. No big deal, right? So that is what has helped me simplify an income stream. And for all these people trying to tell you about multiple income streams, you know what they're really telling you? And they're not going to like me saying this. They're telling you, I have 7 mediocre streams, but I have nothing that is worth putting all my energy into. That's what they're telling you. So go all in with one thing, YouTube and school, and just keep making content. Just keep referring people to your school page. Have a link in your bio on your YouTube. Have it the first pinned comment on all of your videos to send them to your school page. And then get the help from School's Growth Boost and watch what happens. You do that for 6 months and you dial everything in and you're sending people, School's sending people, then you're getting the boost of discovery, which is this right here. So people can go in here and they can put in creators, let's just experts 40 plus. There I am. Right? And see, all these people are using AI. I'm like, you don't need to use AI. Use yourself. Right? Use yourself. Use your own knowledge. Stop relying on AI for everything. Use AI for images. That's what I used AI for, is this image, because I'm not good at building these things. But I used AI for this image, but I'm not using it for everything else. It's not building my course. It's not doing my about page copy, because you know what I found? When you put all that stuff in there, number one, you look like everybody else. And number two, you don't sound like yourself. And so you have no way of separating yourself from other people. So check it out. Links in the bio. And we will see you next time.